My name is Nicole Rigotti, and I'm an MSW intern at Jenny F. Snap Middle School. Today, I'll be meeting with a student named Brooke. I was talking to my supervisor, and she said that Brooke was struggling and would benefit with talking to someone about her struggles and figuring out what's going on. Hi, I'm Nicole.
Nice to meet you. I'm Brooke.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is Brooke what you'd like to be called?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so how are you today?
Good. I'm a little nervous. I've never talked to someone before, and one of my teachers thought that it'd be a good idea for me to come down and talk to you guys, so I'm a little nervous.
Okay, well, definitely, that's okay that you're nervous, and I'm glad that you're coming in today.
Thanks.
Just so you know, anything you say in here, it'll be kept between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
It won't go anywhere unless you're gonna hurt yourself or somebody else.
Okay.
So, no need to be.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what brings you today? You said your teachers.
Yeah, so the other day in class, I fell asleep during math class, and my teacher was really mad at me and just sent me down to the principal's office. I've never been in trouble before in my entire life, and I've never fallen asleep in class, so I was really embarrassed because it was in front of the whole class.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't want to go to class the next time I had the teacher just because I was embarrassed. So I skipped, and I've never done that before, but I just didn't want to go back to class because I was so embarrassed by her calling me out in front of everybody. So I got in trouble again for skipping class, and I had 2 detentions in 1 week, and I've never been in trouble before. So my teachers were concerned about me.
I would be very frustrated and embarrassed too if she's just calling you out like that.
Yeah, it was awful.
You mentioned that you fell asleep in class and you said that never happened before.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened this time?
I don't know. I was just the night before, I didn't really sleep that much, and I just got tired, and I don't know, the class is not really that interesting to me, and I just don't really care anymore anyway, so.
Okay. When did you start not caring about your schoolwork? Have you been feeling like that recently, or is that a new feeling for you?
I always used to care about my schoolwork, but I just feel I don't know, I've just been kind of going through a lot, and I just think that since my parents might not care that much about my school, why should I? And so I just kind of stopped caring this year because I just don't have the energy to care, and I just want to be done with school.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard when you're not having those supports, especially coming from your teacher, like you mentioned before, and from your parents.
Yeah. So
have you always experienced a lack of support from your parents, or
No, that's the thing. I feel so. My parents are going through a divorce right now, and I've never fought with my parents before. I feel I was always the center of their attention and stuff, just because I'm an only child. Mm-hmm. And now that they're going through a divorce, they're constantly fighting, and they're constantly telling me to pick sides and who I should want to be with, because my parents are gonna split places. My dad's gonna move out, and they want me to just pick which house to live in, and I don't want to do that because I don't want them to think that I'm picking one parent over the other.
Yeah.
And it's just so upsetting, and so I was up all last night crying because or not yesterday, but the day before that class, I fell asleep for the first time because my parents are telling me that I have to pick, and then my mom pulled me aside and said that if I pick my dad, then she knows where that relationship stands, and that she's not going to be here for me. And then my dad said the same thing. So I'm just feel I'm being stuck in the middle, and I just didn't sleep. So I just didn't care about math that day, and it wasn't the teacher, and I felt bad about that because I've never done that before. But that's why I was so upset with my teacher, because she called me out in front of the class and she didn't even know what was going on.
Mm-hmm. So to me, it sounds like you're really frustrated and kind of being pulled in a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
From both parents.
Exactly. And it's just so hard because I've never experienced that before. And so I just didn't really know what to do about it. And so I get why my teachers were concerned, because I've never had problems ever. I've always had good grades and a good family that I come from and stuff. And now that I'm getting 2 detentions in 1 week, I mean, obviously I get why they're worried, but no one's asked me what's wrong.
Do your parents know what's going on at home? Can you tell me more about how you feel about that pressure they're putting on you, and do they know about that pressure?
Yeah, I don't know, I don't really tell them that they're making me upset, because I feel bad. Because, like, I don't know, I just feel bad for them because they're both upset about the divorce. And it was just really spur of the moment, and I don't know why they're getting divorced if they didn't tell me.
Okay.
But they just have a lot of, like, hate towards each other right now, and it's making the house, like, not a good place to go home to. Like, they're never mean to me, but, like, in a sense they kind of are because they're making me choose, but I don't think they realize that it affects me because I just kind of side with whatever parent's talking to me at that moment. But I didn't tell them that they were upsetting me because they're both so sad.
Yeah, and your environment sounds like it's kind of all tense right now.
Yeah.
You're not know which step to take first.
Exactly. And, like, I've never been, like, in that situation before. We've never fought in my house, and so I just don't know how to, like, handle the situations.
Well, you said your parents mostly fight, but they don't really fight with you per se. Would you feel comfortable, like, maybe sitting down with your parents sometime and voicing how you feel, or and telling them what's going on with school?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. I just didn't know, like, because I have friends and stuff, but all my friends' parents are married, and so they don't really understand, and so, like, I don't want to talk to them about it, and no one knows my parents are going through a divorce. So, and not even, like, my extended family, like, they don't know yet because it's, like, kind of new. So I just didn't know, should I sit them down together or should I sit them down separately? Like, I just didn't know who to ask about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you can ask me. As for that, I don't know the full dynamics of your family yet. I think that maybe be something you'd have to feel out for yourself. Or if you would feel too much pressure, maybe. I don't know how you would feel. If it would be both of them at once or just one. Maybe you can feel that out. But maybe one at a time, since they both have been coming to you, like, one at a time saying, oh, pick me. And that's kind of stressful. So maybe it'll lessen the stress for you.
I think that's a good idea because I think that if I do, maybe I'll try talking to them individually first, and then if it doesn't work, put them together. Just because I don't know how it's gonna be, and I also don't want to put them down together and then both of them, like, get mad at me or them fight together because I just want to get my point across too.
Well, if you feel like you're struggling too much or if it's too overbearing, that's definitely something that we could call your parents in the school with, and I could sit down with you and help them too. We could talk it out together, kind of, so then maybe it's not all on you. But
I think that's
a decision that you.
I think I would like that. I feel like maybe first I'll talk to them individually, and if it doesn't work, then I'll definitely come back and talk to you about it. Maybe that's something we could do together, just because I don't want them to think that because, like, no one knows yet. I don't want them to just think that, like, I told the school. Because I haven't even told them that I'm upset about it. I feel like they should know, but I don't know if they do.
Yeah, that may be something that, they may be so wrapped up in what they're doing, and they don't mean to be ignoring you, but maybe you want to say, hey, I've been struggling a little bit with that. They should understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do, but I just don't really know how to handle, like, I feel, I don't want to go back to class, and I haven't been back to that math class since. Because, I mean, it's Friday, but, like, Monday and Wednesday and Friday, I had that teacher this week. And I have her next period. And I just don't know, like, I don't want to go. But I know I need to.
So so you're feeling pushed out by her, kind of? Or she wasn't very...
She just seemed, like, judgmental. Like, I fell asleep in class, and I know I was in the wrong, but, like, she didn't even, like, she just, like, literally was like, get up and get out. And it's not like I've ever done anything before.
Right.
And gave me detention. And then I skipped, which I know I shouldn't have, and I feel bad about that, but...
It sounds like the skipping is coming from some fear of her yelling at you again.
Exactly, and, like, I was just so embarrassed because, like, there's, like, boys in my class and, like, girls in my class that I'm friends with, and, like, they were kind of, like, whispering, and I was just embarrassed, so I didn't want to go back to class.
Yeah, well, I know it's easier said than done to say don't feel embarrassed, but, I mean, look at what you're going through, and it's okay that you fell asleep. I mean, it was one time, and you said before you haven't really done that before.
Yeah, I never have.
But again, with the teacher, maybe you should try to explain to her what's going on, or again, I can go with you to talk to her and kind of say, this is what's been going on, I'm really struggling, can you maybe help me out with my homework, or, if you need more help in that class, should she maybe more understanding? Yeah,
I definitely do want to tell her. I was just nervous because, like, you're the first person I told. That's not my parents. And, like, you're the first one outside my family that knows about it. And so I do want to tell her. I feel like less nervous now that I've like been able to talk it out with somebody else. I would think that I would feel more comfortable if you were coming down with me.
Yeah, I would happily come down with you and we can talk about that.
Okay.
And it's probably still feeling very overwhelming. Everything seems to be in the first stages of everything, so that's okay too.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
No, that's really it. I think that that'll be like good if you come down with me, but I didn't know like because since like I don't know how much like time is left in this period, but like if I were to have you come down with me, would we be able to go before class, or do I have to go to class like after class, or should I go to class?
There's only a few more minutes left of this period, but I think that would allow us enough time to go down and we can talk to her since you said you didn't go before, and I don't want you to miss another day of class, and maybe we can figure things out.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, definitely. Can we just walk down, or do we have to call before?
I think I can give her a heads up.
Okay, that sounds good.
Just so everyone's on the same page.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, it was great talking to you, Brooke.
Yeah,
we are out of time for today, but I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in to talk with me.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Too.